Affiliate marketing is one of the easiest online businesses to start, but is it actually still worth it in 2026? Every week, I see videos claiming that AI can build an affiliate website for you in minutes. It can write you thousands of articles and generate you simple passive income while you sleep. Sounds fantastic, but the reality is quite different. Today, I'm going to show you where AI genuinely helps, where it doesn't, and whether affiliate marketing is actually an online business that I would recommend that you build today. Hello, I am Josh at the AI Store Academy, and I've spent years working inside e-commerce and digital businesses, seeing what actually scales and what is just marketing hype. If you're interested in building real online businesses using the likes of AI, e-commerce, and automation, not just the same old get-rich-quick schemes, then I would consider subscribing to this channel. I post videos regularly breaking down what actually works so you can avoid making expensive mistakes. To give you guys the most honest answer possible, I'm putting this model through a brutal 10-factor scorecard across 4 core pillars. By the end of this video, we'll have a total score out of 40 to see exactly where affiliate marketing ranks for 2026. Here is exactly how we are going to be grading this. In Pillar 1, we'll look at the financials, we'll look at startup costs, and we'll look at ongoing costs, how much it costs to keep it running, and finally financial risk, what you actually stand to lose. Then we'll move on to Pillar 2, the lifestyle. We're grading control over what you actually own. We'll look at how remote friendly this business model is, and we'll also look at the daily stress levels. Then Pillar 3, the growth. This covers marketing difficulty and scalability. Can it grow without your workload growing at the same rate? Then Pillar 4, the payoff. Finally, we look at time to first sale and the long-term wealth potential. What is the actual ceiling if you execute this online business model perfectly? Before we can score anything, let's make sure we're all on the same page and talking about the same thing. Affiliate marketing is simply promoting somebody else's product or service in return for a commission. Imagine you've used a piece of software, a camera, or a course that you love. You join that affiliate program and they provide you with a unique tracking link. When someone clicks that link, a small tracking cookie is stored in your customer's browser. That cookie tells the merchant that you referred the customer, and if they purchase within that cookie window, you will receive a commission. The customer doesn't pay extra. You aren't creating the product, handling support, or packing the orders yourself. You're simply connecting the right people with the right product. Think of it like building a bridge. The merchant is on one side of that bridge and the customer is on the other side. And your job is simply to create enough trust for people to cross that bridge. But before we can grade that bridge, we first need to address the biggest talking point in 2026, AI. AI is incredible for researching keywords, building websites, and automating repetitive work. But AI doesn't build trust, it doesn't replace your experience, and it doesn't understand your audience the way that you do. Platforms like Google and YouTube are only getting better at filtering out low value, mass produced AI content. And the winners in 2026 are not replacing themselves with AI, they're using it as an assistant to become faster while keeping the thinking and personality human. AI is your assistant, not your business. Affiliate marketing has one of the lowest barriers to entry of any online business out there. I know of creators over here that are making 6 figures, but I also know of thousands of people over here that are making absolutely nothing. And the difference is not luck, it's understanding that you aren't really building a product-based business, but what you are building is a marketing engine. So let's see how that marketing engine performs, and let's head straight into Pillar 1, the financials. To understand the financials of affiliate marketing, we first have to look at the 3 factors that define your wallet's relationship with this online business model. The first one being startup costs. Can you afford to actually start this business model? Absolutely. This has to be the lowest barrier to entry on our entire list because you have zero stock, zero logistics, and zero product development. Your only real investment is your time and perhaps a domain name or a website. Secondly, are the ongoing costs. Can you afford to keep it running? Yes, of course. Other than your time and a few small subscriptions, the overhead is virtually non-existent. You aren't paying for warehouses or a team to manage your inventory. But third, and most importantly, is the financial risk. What could you lose from affiliate marketing? While you aren't taking on traditional debt, you are at the mercy of your affiliate partners. They can slash your commissions, cancel the programs, put the products out of stock without notice, and because you're taking no financial risk, companies only tend to give you a small slice of the pie, typically 1 to 10% for physical goods. So to make life-changing money here, you have to move away from low-cost items and find high-ticket partners or recurring subscriptions. Okay, so for pillar one, I would give it a score of 7 out of 10. While the entry to market and ongoing costs are low, the lack of control over your income stream keeps this from a perfect score. Okay, pillar two, the lifestyle. Next, we look at the day-to-day reality of the middleman lifestyle. The first factor being control. How much do you actually own? You own your platforms, you own your domain name, your website, your YouTube channel, and your brand. These are your assets. However, you don't own the product or the checkout process. You might control the bridge, but the merchant is the one who controls the toll. And the second factor is remote friendly. How remote friendly is it? And can you work from anywhere? 100%. This is the ultimate laptop lifestyle because you aren't managing physical inventory or a customer service team. You could run this from a beach or a home office as long as you have an internet connection. The third factor is the stress level. How demanding is it to run an affiliate marketing business? Daily stress is incredibly low. You aren't the one dealing with angry customers, refund requests, or shipping delays. Your only job is to create value and drive traffic. The only real pressure is ensuring you've picked reliable partners who won't let your audience down and getting enough traffic to your links and website. So to sum it up, for pillar two, the lifestyle, I would give it a score of 9 out of 10. This is a solid score because the lifestyle offers massive freedom and very little day-to-day pressure. Pillar three, the growth. Now we look at how this model actually scales. In 2026, the biggest mistake I see is people trying to build an affiliate business by just shouting at a brick wall, buy this, and that is building on quicksand. The first factor is marketing difficulty. How hard is it to get customers? Starting from zero with just a link is nearly impossible. To win, you have to teach around the product. Don't just show the tool or the product, show the transformation that it creates. When you provide value first, the affiliate link isn't a sales pitch, it's the logical next step for your viewer. The second factor is scalability. Can it grow without your workload growing equally? The ceiling is massive, but only if you avoid the single partner trap. To scale safely, you need multiple reliable partners across different platforms so that no single company holds the keys to your entire bank account. Okay, so for pillar three, the growth, I would give it a score of 5 out of 10. I'm giving this a mid-range score. While it's easy to scale by driving more traffic, the difficulty of acquiring that traffic and the lack of control over the product makes it a shaky foundation for a standalone business. Pillar four, the payoff. Finally, we have to talk about the exit. This is where most people get blinded by projected earnings and forget about actual cash in the bank. So the first factor, time to first sale. How fast is the money? While you could technically get a click on day one, the time to pay out can be an absolute shock to most. Many partners won't actually put money in your bank for 60, 90, or even 120 days. You have to be able to bankroll your life while you wait for those funds to be released. The second factor is long-term wealth potential. What's the ceiling with this business model? Here's the nuance. You aren't selling the affiliate model. No one buys a business that relies 100% on someone else's product. However, you can sell your platform, whether it's a blog or a YouTube channel, the asset, the audience, and the trust you've built. That is yours to sell. It's like selling real estate. You're selling the house, not the furniture inside. Because the buyer is taking on the risk that your partners might change their terms at any time, they rarely pay a premium for the affiliate income alone, but they will pay a premium for your assets and your audience. So to round this off for pillar four, when it comes to the payoff, I'm going to give it a score of 4 out of 10. Affiliate marketing can provide the cash to grow, but because of the payment delays and the lack of clean exit on the model itself, the real value stays in the platform you build, not the links that you post. So, bearing in mind all of that information, make sure you build your assets as that's where the real value lies. Now that we've broken down the 4 pillars, let's see the final scorecard for affiliate marketing in 2026. For pillar 1, the financials, we gave it a score of a 7 out of 10. For pillar 2, the lifestyle, it got a 9 out of 10. For pillar 3, the growth, it got a 5 out of 10. And for pillar 4, when it came to the payoff, it only got 4 out of 10. giving it a total score of 25 out of 40. As you can see, the lifestyle and financial entry points are fantastic, but the growth and payoff scores are where the reality check happens. This is why so many people get stuck when it comes to affiliate marketing. So, is affiliate marketing still worth it in 2026? The short answer is yes, but you do need to understand the two different paths that you can take. The first path is the pure affiliate model, relying solely on SEO, niche sites, or paid ads to drive traffic to your links. I want to be clear, this is not impossible and people still make a lot of money here, but it is hard mode. You are competing with everyone else on the same keywords and you are at the mercy of platform changes that can wipe out your traffic and income overnight. The second path, the one I recommend, is the hybrid model. Instead of just building a link farm, you build an actual platform, a solid platform, whether it's a YouTube channel, a newsletter, or a community. Your voice and the trust you build are your advantages. When people trust you, the affiliate link isn't just a random recommendation, it's a shortcut for them to get the results you already have. This turns affiliate marketing from a shaky standalone business into a high margin fuel for your brand. If a partner pulls their program tomorrow, a pure affiliate site might just die, but a platform stays standing because the audience belongs to you. You simply swap the link for a better partner, or eventually, maybe even your own product. Use this model for cash flow, but remember in 2026, your influence is the real asset. The affiliate link is just how you monetize it. Affiliate marketing is a world class revenue stream to add to a business, but it's a risky one to rely on as your only business. But what if you want more control? What if you want to be the merchant who owns the customer data, who gets to set the prices and keeps 100% of the profit from day one? Well, if that's you, in the next video of this series, I will be breaking down Model 2, which is the direct-to-customer dropshipping model. We're going to look at why the old way of shipping generic junk from China is dead, and how the new wave of D2C dropshipping is creating multi-million pound empires using AI and modern logistics. We'll put it through the exact same 10-factor scorecard to see if it can beat affiliate marketing's 25 out of 40. If you want to see that breakdown, make sure you've subscribed to the AI Store Academy. I've also put a link to my full 2026 business model playlist on the screen now. I'm Josh, and I'll see you in the next one.